Yes, so it's ended now, I believe. Um, Change the profane Leviathan requirements. Now that's kind of a broad statement, which I stated earlier, and I'm assuming since that quest came out that it has to do with that quest. However, it was still going on even after the, I guess, the changes have been made. So that's weird if that was or did have to do with that quest. However, the way it's stated could be just the requirements of how to spawn the Leviathan itself, which I really hope they don't change it, but apparently it did get voted yes to change the profane Leviathan requirements. But since it specified profane, that made me think that it had to do with the Astral Serenade rather than the actual Leviathan hunt. But it was a very broad, like it was just kind of not much context going there. Just stated change the Leviathan profane Leviathan requirements. Like I'm confused as to specifically. I'm gonna assume that had to do with the Astral Serenade, but I'm not positive on that. I also did notice, which we were talking about earlier, Solo, that they quote unquote buffed the Astral Serenade. Yes, if you could send me the new quest, that would be great. Um, I'm not personally certain if I would call it a buff or a nerf. I think I ended it on a half buff, half nerf, because essentially, theoretically, it would also nerf multiple mutation rates all across the board, not just specifically for the Astral Serenade. So I kind of call it more of a nerf. They did buff, it looked like three things: the control bar, the asterisk multiplier, and then the asterisk rate specifically. And then the serenade rate, which I don't usually when they keep things the same, they don't even actually put them up, but the serenade rate stayed the same. But then they nerfed celestial breeze and nova. So I'm not 100% sure if I'd call that a nerf or a buff. Kind of a 50-50 there, but kind of more so a nerf too because that's also nerfing mutation rates all across the board, not just specifically for that rod. Um, which also I would like to know if you know because when they took Nova from 100% from the Star Worms, they dropped it down to 30%. So when did Nova go from 30 to 10% to start with? And apparently it went from 10% down to 8%. But I'm not even certain when it hit 10%, when it became a 10% chance. It was a 30% chance. So it'd be one of those things again that they apparently did behind the scenes, but they'd never announce, I guess. So and then Celestial went down from 10 to 8, and Breeze went from 10 to 8. So that's nice. But it was nice to see that the bloop whistle also got added into the angler rewards and slash daily shop, so that was cool. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so it did get changed to the two syringe strings. So everything is the same except for instead of the profane Leviathan, it is two syringe strings, which definitely does make it a bit easier, um, and a lot nicer to deal with. Still quite the quests. Um, what is a potato PC? Do I want to know what a potato PC is? Did I read that right? Yeah, no, it says potato. Okay. I mean, I guess that's what that is. I don't think I've ever heard of anybody referring to their PCs as a potato. I mean, that would be called a piece of shit, not a potato. Like, what? um, sorry. Uh, Let's be real. Even our fucking PS5s, even the fucking built PCs can't play this fucking Roblox game fucking smoothly because the game itself is fucked. Like, um, yeah. Sometimes it's not the PC, it's the game. It's called the game's broken and it's a feature now. So that's pond. Okay, so just one more from here. Hello, love. Fade. And Ryan, hello. I am sorry that you're bored. What is it that you're doing? Nothing. Literally nothing. I mean, you can join, but I am literally in the middle of completing bestiaries. You would have to add me. Dubia chocolate? You know, for some reason, whenever I saw that, I was thinking instantly instead of chocolate, roaches. Um, because that's what my lizard eats. Uh, not the bad one though. I don't know what the good one is. I don't even know what that is. Congrats, I guess. I mean, I've never macroed a day in my life. Detox! I hear you making noise over there. Wakey, wakey! Wakey, don't you fucking giggle at me. Wake up! Wakey, wakey! Wake up. I agree. Macroing is for lazy people. I do have a Discord, however, we run through PlayStation and PlayStation Party. Mainly because the lazy fuck over there that's asleep can't do Discord because he is a broke bitch and only has PS4. Because he sucks ass. By the way, everybody, Dudok's selling feet pics, $100 a pop. And he needs a brand new PS5. Extra 50 if you want to see all toe pads. Cute little